Okay. All right. This is really awesome, you guys. Okay. So overall of your reading is, the 6 of Wands. Okay. But it's in reverse. And what this usually means is, the battle may have been won, but at what cost? You know, look at the blood, dark clouds. They don't look like they're extremely happy. They're glad it's over. It's like, I feel like a lot of you, you're recovering from that tower moment, you know, when everything has fallen apart, right? You're in the process of cleaning up the mess, of saying, how did this happen, right? How did this all happen? And how did it go so horribly wrong? I mean, I see that you're coming out of it, but wow, it's really done a number on you and your loved ones, those around you. I see a lot of people beaten up and battered. Just remember to have compassion for everyone who's it's affected, not just you. Okay. Try to walk in their shoes too, and realize whatever the situation is, you're not the only one that's been affected. And the center of your reading, where your soul is right now, in this connotation, this is a 4 of Swords. And in this connotation, I feel like, I feel like the camera's dirty. I think it was. Is that clear? So in the 4 of Swords, we see here that this king has fought a hard battle. And swords are your suit. That's air. But, this king's fought a hard battle and he's taken a well-deserved rest. You know, after that, you need to go within. You need to figure out, you know, just rest. You need to rest your soul. You need to do some inner contemplation. Well, in this version right here, we see that he's sat there so long now that his kingdom is beginning to burn down around him. Okay. Now, normally when this card comes out, it's time to give your soul a kickstart, right? Have some inner balance. I'm not feeling that your soul and your mind are balanced right now. So again, go within, do some journaling, try to speak your inner truth to figure out where this, block is. Over that, where your mind is, this is, the Star card in reverse. Okay. So Star card is a beautiful, beautiful card. Wishes granted, but also, about, again, replenishing your soul. This is a safe place of refuge to replenish your soul. Here we see though, Spirit's looking down on her. There are so many options that she doesn't see. Something new is trying to grow behind her. Something new is trying to grow behind her. And she doesn't see that. And Spirit's looking at you like, well, how long are you going to sit there? Okay. Yes, this was needed. This was needed, but now it's time to get up and move, right? It's time to get up and move. And, I said the other day, I don't know, maybe some of you actually have a spirit guide. This came out in someone else's reading in a different spot, but maybe some of you actually have a spirit guide that's trying to talk to you. Maybe a loved one that's passed away, or just God or spirit trying to talk to you, I'm feeling, is what I'm mostly feeling. But I said the other day, I was like, it's kind of hot for water, man. I need a water. Got abs. Yes, looking pretty good for a water, man. Wish I could see, what else is going on down there. Okay. So that's, it's a strong message. It's like, it's happened. Whatever it is, I feel like it's happened at the root of your situation here. Now, this is a really good way to get this card. The 3 of Swords, can sometimes mean a third party relationship. So if this applies to you via love and you had your heart broken, right? It's already been done. And we know you're in the pain. Now, right here, again, wow, look at that. Another flower growing that he can't see. So now he's looking at it and he's like, okay, this has happened. Like I said, I feel like most of you, the tower moment's already happened. It's all crumbled down. It's like God pulled all of those things down that weren't serving you. And I know that it was hard and it was painful and it was heartbreaking, whatever the situation was that was ripped down around you. But you know it's happened. Now look at it. Right? He's looking at it and just contemplating, you know, he's still sad, but he's going to move on. He's going to move on. There is something new growing that is so beautiful. So for those of you who have lost hope, I'm feeling like some of you have really lost hope. I can't think of a more synchronistic way to say, yes, we see the pain, but if you start moving forward, they've got something growing for you already. And, it was, I know it doesn't feel like it now, maybe, or at the time, but it was in your best interest. I promise you that you're going to look back and say, I understand why that happened. I feel like a lot of you are definitely coming through a huge cycle of change. It's going to push you forward into a pretty big spiritual transformation. Like it's really going to, I posted something the other day and it said, if life's gotten harder, you must have leveled up, right? You must have leveled up. When I see someone who has struggled intensely, even like a homeless person on the street or something like that, I'm thinking, you know, I don't have pity for them. I think they're taking the PhD level in this life, you know, someone that has it easy and is rich. Hey, I'm happy for them, but that doesn't make them any better or worse. It just is a different path. So what you're going through right now is really important. Now you did get some interesting cards for your past. Some of you have issues with indecisiveness, not being able. This cycle will continue to come around until you walk through it. Okay, because the universe loves us that much that they're going to keep us on our path, and walking through these cycles is how we level up to the next cycle, right? So you got the Two of Wands in reverse. Now, here we see it's a well-dressed man. He obviously has what he needs. You know, he's not homeless. He has nice clothes on. He has a nice view, but he's holding a world in his hands and he's looking out there and he's like, man, it could be bigger. I could be more. Sometimes they take everything away from you because you got too comfortable, right? You got too comfortable. They're saying that this is how we walk through this cycle. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, stepping out of your comfort zone. If you look now, we see, man, look at that look of determination. Get determined. You've done this before, and I know it's hard for Libras. They don't like rocking the boat, like I said. But you got to step outside your comfort zone. Stop caring what people think. And expand your circle, expand your world, okay? Look at that screaming behind him. That's something within you screaming to get out, okay? Don't ignore it anymore. Don't ignore it anymore. In the past, you've had difficulty making decisions. Now, this is the Lover's card, okay? You got it in reverse. So it could be, it's not always about love. And with these surrounding ones, I do see for those of you, some of you have had fear-related issues with love because you've been burned so many times, right? So opening up completely to someone is very difficult for some of you. Okay, that's something that you have to walk through. Look, I know that you've been burned. Okay, this guy, he won. Look at him. Again, victorious, but at what cost, right? At what cost? Each one of these is a battle in your life. Right? And it's a 9 at the end of a cycle, you're completing a cycle. But on this side, we see that you have to reach out and ask for help. Okay. Try not to, let your pride get in the way of that. You know how it feels when you have the ability to help someone that you care about and love? That feeling you get? Let them have that feeling. They deserve it too. You know? It doesn't make you a beggar. You've been through a lot, and not asking for help is depriving them of doing something good on their path to bring them great karma. So allow others to help you. Remember, you're not alone, but do not be afraid. Okay. Do not be afraid, to step out of your comfort zone. I do feel they're saying very clearly, some of you it has to do with love, right? Walking away because you're comfortable. You're too comfortable maybe. I feel like that's the case for a lot of you. Some of you have gotten so comfortable, and you don't want to have to be in this situation to reach out to help from others. But there's so many that want to help, will be there for you if you decide to. Okay. This cycle has presented itself multiple times in your life and will continue to do so until you do it. Until you do it. And I feel like many of you are going to have the courage to do this. Now moving upwards, we came to Temperance, balance. This again, always think of Libra. Okay, this is a really beautiful card. Remember to maintain your balance between your spiritual world and your material world. Okay, she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the earth, right? I feel like you guys are generally so good about that. That's why you are so easygoing. Your souls are so beautifully balanced. But they're reminding, this is crowning you right now. This is so important to remember that balance is key to everything. When Libras get out of balance, it really can mess up, like it's a trickle down of a snowball effect for their whole life, because that is their soul mission here, is to attain and maintain that balance, right? So when you feel like something screaming inside you to get out, something pushing you, you know you need to go forward, but you're having such a hard time to cross over into that uncomfortable place, right? I call it getting fun comfortable, because it's when you get uncomfortable that the fun really starts. Okay. So you have this here saying that this is how you walk forward, right? Maintaining that balance, but pushing their boundaries a little bit. Okay. Pushing your boundaries a little bit. I know things have seemed like they've fallen apart, right? And some of you have been isolating, I feel. Some of you have been isolating. I'm seeing that some of you may even be self-medicating, just because how else are you going to shut this voice up inside of you, right? And you have to deal with this stuff. You have to journal about this stuff. You have to deal with it. You cannot avoid this pain. You can't avoid the pain. Speak your truth. Speak your truth to the people who did hurt you. If you can do that, please just speak in a calm manner. Write them a letter. Maybe write them a letter. I just heard that. So you guys got a lot of 2s. Again, that's making choices, right? Making choices. So Temperance and the High Priestess crowning your reading, right? The High Priestess is beautiful and magical and spiritual. She's the holder of all the secrets beyond the veil. Okay. And she's offering them to you, right? You know what to do. This is intuition. Balance your intuition with what you know of the situation. Look at your situation. You know what to do. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Okay. Some of you are getting a whole new start. Okay. Don't let this be wasted. Now, you got here in the very near future. This is what's coming, like probably in this month, the next couple of weeks. You're leaving this situation, and it's scary because if you look behind him, the road has fallen away. That means there's no turning back. And that could be because once you take this path, there's no turning back, or they have forced you into a path because you didn't take it. And now there's no turning back. Either way, you are loved and you have a clear way ahead of you. Now, interestingly enough, if we look closely here, I'm not sure if I can focus in. There's chains. He's broken free. So even though it seemed like you were in this comfortable spot, you were technically chained there. That was not your destiny. They had to push you out. Okay. So deal with the pain of what was lost in the process, but know that it was for the best. You have a new mission. Okay. Get on your chariot. All you have to do is take steps. Get on it, and Spirit's got you the rest of the way. The hardest part is getting on it. The hardest part is taking that first step, but Spirit can't pick you up and put you on it. It has to be free will. You have to get on this chariot. God is not going to force you onto it. This is a co-creation. This life is a co-creation of us and God. Okay. That's really been coming out in a lot of readings. Moving down here. Beautiful. I love these cards. Okay. Now, interesting. Some of you have been having, ruminating, negative, reminiscing about the past, what has been lost. Like this is the 6 of Cups. You got it in reverse. You're standing up there just thinking about kind of like the old times, the way things used to be. Cut that out. Journal about it. Get it out of your heart. But the past doesn't exist. It's memories. The future doesn't exist. That's your imagination. All that matters is what you're doing right now. Okay. So get out of this funk. Stop operating, in a numb state where you're just going through the motions. Start writing things down. It'll be hard at first. I don't care if your first entry is F this stuff. I don't feel like it. You can just write a big X mark. Draw a picture of yourself giving the bird. I've done all of that. You can be angry, but you need to start it. What Spirit sees that you don't see. Man, this is awesome, you guys. There is a new opportunity coming. I feel like some of you have an idea, but you're afraid to move forward with it. You need to start finding people to collaborate with on that. Okay. Right now you're still in this phase, like kind of afraid to, I don't know if you, again, speak your truth. I'm not sure if you're afraid to talk about it. If it's a little bit out there, it's a totally different thing for you, but you have something brewing inside of you. If not, write about it. It's going to come to you. And again, my gosh, look at that. There's a flower, right? There's a flower, and there's a secret idea in here that they're gonna, what did it say, in this card? Something's waiting in a vision for you. Like you're gonna get a vision of something, some divinely inspired idea is gonna come to you if you start taking these steps. What Spirit sees that you don't see. Okay. This woman right here, a lot of people are getting this card too. Again, swords deck, 8 of Swords. Okay. This woman has been tied up. Okay. Again, each one of those swords, those happened to her. That was that. She didn't put herself there. But now we see blindfolded. Now we see that she has a sword in her grasp. That eagle represents spirit saying, as soon as you uncut yourself, which you're totally capable of doing, and stop blinding yourself to the truth, then I will guide you the rest of the way. But I can't untie you, right? Getting here may not have been your fault, but staying is your fault. Okay. You have to own that. Okay. You must cut yourself free. You must cut yourself free for spirit to be able to even help you. Like I said, if you take that one step, they got you the rest of the way. It's going to be way too easy. You'll face challenges, but you'll find that spirit clears the way the entire time. God does that for us. Our guides, our angels, they do that. Okay. And here again, what spirit sees that you don't see. The Ace of Wands, right? This lightning striking through means the time is now, you guys. Enough sitting around. Enough sitting around. I mean, these cards couldn't be any clearer. This is a beautiful reading. It's saying, we get it. We know it was painful and you have every right to feel that way. And we want you to feel it. We need you to walk through this pain. It's part of your cycle. Once you do that, that's when we can help you. That's whenever we can do some world-changing, beautiful stuff to set you on your path. Okay? And again, these are beautiful. What spirit sees that you don't see. These are the last two. The Ten of Cups waiting for you. Okay? You got it in reverse because look at this. This stands right here for the Ace of Cups. Something completely new and beautiful and loving is waiting for you. This can stand for a very loving relationship. It can stand for a new relationship. But basically, you have Ten of Cups is my cup overflowing. They're waiting for you on that beach. They're saying this is what's waiting for you if you can do this. And the Judgment card, right? This is this is probably my favorite card in the deck. This one and the High Priestess, which you got both of. This is Archangel Gabriel standing up and saying, here is your mission in life. Here is this to me stands for all of this was to put you on your path. Your divine gifts are going to be open because you had the courage. You had the courage to walk through this pain, to get up. Don't let it kill you. Don't let this kill you. I know it was a hard hit for a lot of you. Do not let this kill you. But you are going to have the courage to walk through this so we can bring you to your destiny, your destined path. But you have to gather all the tools. These swords were not meant to trap you. They were meant to teach you. Pick them up. Put them in your arsenal so you can use them as tools. Don't allow them to trap and blind you. Okay? Beautiful reading, you guys. Oh, I needed this one. A lot of them have been a little bit dark. Okay, so now, final outcome. I'm hearing for anyone who has, this is going to apply to a few select group of people. For anyone who has, I'm listening, I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of change with the 2s and the 3s. If you've been seeing a lot of 3s everywhere, that denotes change. Also, if you have a special relationship with Jesus Christ, that often is his way of saying, I'm right here with you. He was crucified at the age of 33. He protects the number 3. That's a big communicator for him. And 9. So 3, 9, 15 are the numbers that he communicates with. Now, I'm hearing for those of you who have daughters, one of you has a daughter with I'm seeing, these 3 here. This doesn't usually mean this, but this is what I thought whenever I saw it. One of them has a very special gift. Okay. And I'm feeling like, someone, is estranged from their daughter or not communicating well with their daughter at this point in time. She is ready to talk. Again, if you need to speak your truth, open this, dialogue up. And I think that both of you are going to have an understanding of the situation a lot better. She's ready to talk in a peaceful and beautiful way, ready to apologize for her part in this and ready to listen to your part in this. So don't, without judgment, just go and speak your truth. Ask if you guys can talk, whoever that is. I don't know. That was a message, maybe only for one person. Now I'm seeing this beautiful final outcome. Okay. This is beautiful, right? Oh, I love it when the cards tie together. So 4, remember in the center where your soul is, it's time to get up. Okay. Listen to spirit. I know it's going to be scary. Take some steps. Right here we see you got the other side, but look, the 4 of Cups. At the final outcome, the beginning was the 4 of Swords. Now you see here, he's depressed. He's like, look at everything I've lost. Look at all this I've lost. You're over that. In your final outcome, we're showing you get on that ship and you do sail away because you don't need those cups on that shore that are all spilled. Because what do you have? This is what they want you to know. You got to go find these full, beautiful cups, 10 of them. So you are going to have even more. You feel like you've lost, but you're actually going to be gaining if you can walk through this. Okay? Watch the negative thoughts. Every time you get a negative thought, replace it. You're confusing the universe. They're trying to manifest this for you. And again, final outcome, powerful. You have the Magician and transformation, death. That's awesome. I know death looks scary. People always, this is again, another favorite card. Death means the old you is dead. You walked through it. This is spiritual transformation. You realize, and when you get to this point, you're going to be so thankful because it's going to add so much to your arsenal of tools and skill sets in this life. It's going to take you far. Magician, this is action. You're going to go through this transformation and things are changing for you, baby. A new start. Look at this. The one major arcana card. Both of these are major arcana. Look at that shooting star. You're going to have something that is so good. I'm hearing that you can't even conceive of it right now. You can't even dream it up. If you have the courage to do this, you're going to look back and say, I can't believe it took me so long to do this. Okay. Now the Magician, what they want you to know about this, see that lemniscate up there? That's eternity. These cycles, yes, sometimes we're down, but man, when we come back up, we see why, and we're so much stronger and powerful and happier for it. How many things have happened in your life that were negative, and you look back on things, say, thank God I learned that lesson then, right? I wear this to remind me all the time. Sometimes there will be pain in this life. That's part of it. Walk through it and learn from it. Look at that pain. Say, what are you trying to teach me? Change your mindset, not to, ouch, that hurts, and get angry. Say, what is this trying to teach me? Okay? What they're wanting you to know that you don't know also, this is your final outcome, but they want me to point out this Magician holds every suit in the deck. He has swords, pentacles, cups, wands, passion, earth, air, fire, water, all of that. They're saying you have all of this. Like I said, Libras are the most interesting sign to me in the deck. They're the most unique. And they're saying we've already given you all the tools you need. Recognize that. Recognize that your arsenal is full. Okay, Libra, I love you guys. You are my favorite. I'm going to read this black egg one. This one went long too. Virgo and Libra both went long. Very powerful readings for both of you. If you have any Virgo in your chart or you know a Virgo, go watch that one too. You guys are so close. Anybody near the cusp, go watch Virgo because that's a little bit darker and more intense, but it's very similar. It's please go check it out. But it's a good reading. It's my most popular for this round.